What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Nerd Mode On, and for today's episode, we're going to be discussing Battlefield 5's private games. Recently, DICE announced that they would be rolling out private games after the summer concluded. For those of you that are unaware, private games were called the rental server program in previous Battlefield titles. Private games will grant any player the ability to create their own server from the main menu or through a browser via a new web service that is being developed. The server will be available as long as players are playing on the aforementioned server. The server will be hosted on the closest ping and placed within their own server infrastructure. However, server configs will be saved locally, so players will not have to consistently make changes to the log in order to start a new server on a different day. Moreover, DICE stated that the base functionality would be free to all players, and the base functions provide a surprising number of features. Let's begin by talking about the core functionality that players can expect from these servers. Players will be able to create private games from the main menu, set custom names for the server, set description for the server, as well as password protect the server. Admins will be able to control the maps that are used within the map rotation, control what game modes are available for players to play on, and control the number of players needed to break the pre-round. In addition, admins will have the ability to kick players from the current game, control what classes are available, control what weapons are allowed, control if vehicles are allowed on the server, control if the kill cam will be displayed, turn friendly fire on or off, turn regenerative health on or off, change soldier tags as visible or not, enable or disable third-person camera view, enable squad leader spawn only, enable or disable aim assist auto rotation, enable or disable auto assist cooldown, control bullet damage scaling, control game mode ticket scaling, control soldier and vehicle respawn timers, turn the minimap on or off, and last but not least, enable or disable the compass. Now, as you guys can see, the core functionality actually provides admins a lot of abilities to restrain players from doing certain actions, but it also creates a new niche in the Battlefield franchise that's actually been devoid from this particular title. For instance, a lot of the core functionality actually pertains more to the hardcore game mode than it does to the core game mode. Surprisingly, when Battlefield 5 actually was launched, there was actually no ability to play hardcore. It was actually a game mode that didn't exist on any particular servers and was not available for any particular game mode. However, it does appear that DICE has heard the community feedback, and of course they're going to be rectifying this by including many features that will allow the hardcore community to thrive soon after the summer season. Now, with that said, let's talk a little bit about the organization options, considering that there are a few options here that are going to drastically change the way that players are able to play on these specific servers, as well as deal with some admins that might be abusing their power. Admins will have the ability to apply a preset config to the private games. For instance, vanilla, infantry only, DICE authorized, and stuff of that configuration. Admins will also be able to save the server settings as a custom preset so you can reapply these settings at will. Have your name highlighted in chat if you're the owner of the server. Administrate and manage server settings in the main menu or via our private games web portal. Have the description of your private games presented on the loading screen. Manually switch specific players between teams. And report private games in the advanced server search. Now, while a lot of this information is very interesting, I think the most important one is to manually switch specific players between teams. As the community has quickly noticed for official servers, there's actually no ability to easily switch between teams. It's going to be very interesting to see if this is going to be a feature that will naturally find its way into the official DICE servers, or if it's going to be specific only to these private games. But with that said, I think the most important thing to realize is that the ability to balance out servers at the admin's will is going to be a very interesting power that we've seen in previous Battlefield titles, but I think it should allow matches to be a little bit more evenly balanced as matches progress. Ultimately, I believe that private games is going to be a saving grace for Battlefield 5, considering that it should allow the community to regulate a lot of different aspects of this particular title. Likewise, it appears that DICE has collected a multitude of great feedback from the community, and of course this should be a better iteration than what we had in Battlefield 1. But anyway guys, that's really all the information I have for you. I hope you found something in the video insightful and or entertaining, but until the next episode, this has been NMO, and I'm going to be signing out guys. Peace!